Hi guys, this is a video about the Sony Smartwatch SW3 Smartwatch 3. That's not a brand new watch, of course. It's quite old compared to other watches, but the good thing, it's now available for a very cheap price. That's the good thing. It came out to, I guess, about $300. Now you can get it sometimes for under $100, as I got it for like $80. So in this color boot, these are available in different colors, I mean with different bands. So yeah, actually it's not a new watch, but regarding the price and features it has, it's almost still, it's really almost unbeatable. It's really good. It has a really good build. It's really stable. It has some stainless steel. Here is the band, and also in the back it is really not cheap stuff like some Chinese brand. So it's really good, and the good thing, it has an always on display, as you can see. So it has different watch faces. So yeah, you just tap on it usually, and you can switch between all the pre-installed watch faces and the ones you added. Some are free in the store, some are yeah, you have to pay extra. So I mostly use the black ones during the night, and the sorry, have to go on the camera again. So the yeah, like something like this with the weather, I use during the day. So basically what you have to do is you have to install I mean you need a smartwatch, a smart like a mobile phone, of course, with Android, or I think iOS will also work. And then you have to install app. I can show it to you here on my phone. That's this app here. So, and it connects with your watch. So you have here, you see all the watch faces I have installed, and some you can configure right here when I click on the wheel. So you can customize all the things from, yeah, like here it's the weather app. So if I go back, yeah, so okay, we have the other watch faces and even more of them. Then we have other apps and navigation and everything. So yeah, the thing is, here you can set which app should be invoked for a location, like for a function like navigate, which app should be used for navigation, which app should be used for timer, or something like that. So you can configure all these things here. And if you click on the wheel on the top right, then you see some more information, some more settings. Like when I click on the Smartwatch 3 here, and then I can set always on or not always on, tilt to wake. Of course, that's always a good thing, and it doesn't cost too much battery power. Like the preview of the informations, other actions, yeah, you can configure also here the app which should be invoked for different actions. You check the battery, so here you see how long it will yeah, so now it's more than 1 day left, and I have been using it since yesterday in the night. So usually it lasts easily for 1 day, or if you don't use it too much, it can last for 2 or even 3 days. So it has a really good good battery, as long as you are not using GPS too much and Wi-Fi. GPS and Wi-Fi cost a lot of power, of course, but yeah, it has been a little bit improved during the last few updates. And storage is also a good thing. As you see, I have been installing a lot of these apps, and it's still 1.91 gigabytes available from 2.59. So it's almost impossible to fill it up. But of course, I mean, yeah, you see, I mean, you have, if you don't know how it works, the it's not full Android, it's Android Wear, and the Android Wear installs I mean, the apps you have to install on your mobile phone, and then a small part of it will be installed on your watch. So you don't have to do anything, you just connect and wait until it's transferred. So, and the part which is being transferred to your watch is rather small, as far as I have seen. I mean, yeah, you see, I have installed really a lot of apps, and yeah, it's still most of the storage is still available, but a lot of the apps don't have a part which goes to the watch, so not everything is compatible with your Android Wear. This is yeah. So, and if you have installed an app and you think it's not on the watch, you tap on Resync Apps. Okay, so you see it's connected, everything looks good. You can also block apps or yeah, other things. So I think it's yeah, here you can disconnect or some other things. Screenshots is also possible. Yeah, actually a lot or almost most of the things you have to set here. It's not a full Android watch where you have access to all the settings on the watch, but you can do a lot also on the watch, but it's somehow limited. But of course I will show it to you again now. So I will guide you through the things. Now, yeah, here you have the basic screen which turns on, like I have set it that it automatically turns on when I move the watch towards me, and the screen is really good. It's very good visible, and it has like the active screen and the inactive screen. So the inactive screen you will see with a little light, you won't see it in the night, but during the day it's really good visible. The brighter the better you see it. So, and you can choose from most of the watch faces, you can choose what should be displayed in the inactive display and what should be displayed in the active display, like now. And so yeah, in the active display you have also like the notifications, which is here, like the stock price of the Apple, and then you can move it to the side and it's done. Okay, next information about the watch. A lot of things about not about the watch, about the mobile phone which is connected. Okay, the bad thing is I think it's not a multi-touch watch. I mean, I have some maps and also I have the Google Maps. Maybe we check it right now. I think it's not possible to see to move yeah, to make it bigger or smaller. Let's check it here, because most of the screens you can't zoom in or zoom out. So now I have activated the location, I guess. I'm not sure. Ah, yeah, the problem is here I have some icon here, some overlay. Maybe you can see it here. Yeah, that's the point here in the corner. I move it away, so I will explain about it later on. So yeah, I activate the GPS. location is on. So okay, now let's see if I can zoom. No, it's not possible. Yeah, I can't really zoom in, so it's only possible with the plus and the minus. You see, there's obviously no multi-touch in this screen. Yeah, that's a little bit I have to close this. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing, but yeah, it's not full Android. It has its limitations, but it has also its advantages. Okay, so another notification, we just put it away, we don't need that. Okay, so let's go back to the front screen again. We have a lot of possibilities to invoke the apps. One of the possibilities is to install this mini launcher, which includes this silly icon, which I don't really like, but I mean, it's here. I can't I can just decide where I want to have it, but I can't get rid of it. So let's click on it, and you see there are some apps on the watch which I can invoke, and some settings from the mobile watch which I can access now. I can access to the speaker settings. I can set the speaker settings of the of my phone, or I can like record something directly here on my watch, because it has a microphone. So I don't know what's going on now. Maybe yeah, there's an error, I don't know, or I have configured the wrong app. Yeah, I can do it later on. So yeah, or I can start Spotify. So it's now probably connecting to my to my phone, and I should be able to search and to listen for something new. Why doesn't it work? I don't know. So yeah, it's always when you try to do something, but I have done it. It's work. It has a microphone here, and you can listen to music, and it detects which music you are listening to when you are connected to your mobile phone. Okay, so that's the thing. A few, just 9 apps or shortcuts to apps on the watch, or to settings on your phone. So the other thing is, you can set, like with the mini launcher which you have to install, you have another like an app view. So here you can arrange all the apps which you have, and you can directly invoke them. Like you can start a glimpse, or you can start tracking your fitness activity. You can see the weather agenda, set an alarm, use the calculator, or yeah, even use the flight radar, but it's not a map, it's just saying how far the next plane is. Yeah, a lot of things you can do. You can watch you can see the weather radar, but it has not the same functionality as on your mobile phone. But it's okay, I mean, it's not bad, it's enough usually. And if you want to have more information, you go to your mobile phone. So that's the next screen which I have showed, and then there's another screen on top of this, belongs to the same application, actually to the mini launcher, and it has similar functionality as this small button here, where you can set a few settings on your not on your watch, but on your mobile phone. And here you can see also the battery status of your watch and your mobile phone, and you should be able to set the brightness of the screen, not of the watch, but on your mobile phone. And you can also, when you're connected, you can accept calls or reject calls. That's a really good thing. I mean, when you have your mobile phone in your pocket and you are discussing with some person and somebody is calling, it will show who is calling, and then you can accept or reject the call, so it doesn't call for like almost a minute and disturb your conversation and those things. So that's a really good thing. So what you have also is here, that's the original list of the apps, but it's not very comfortable. You have it, yeah, it's just, yeah, you have to go through the whole list. It takes some time. When you go to the right side, this is the original basic list which you have. It's a little bit slow to move around, so it's easier to have this mini launcher. So if you go right side, you have the list of your contacts, and if you go even more right, then you have some specific functions. What's that? Holy crap, what's that? I don't know, he thought I'm speaking or something like that. Yeah, anyway, so here you have send a WhatsApp, send some very timer for 5 minutes. So maybe something you were using, maybe he just learned what you do and has the list what you were doing, recent things you were doing, and yeah, that's, I think it looks quite convenient, but I've never used. So the thing is with, yeah, now again he's start, wow, yeah, when you start with this, you can speak now, and Google tries to detect what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I go back. What I can do is actually I can set an alarm. So okay, I say nothing else, so I go just there and I say set an alarm for 2 p.m. or something like that. Yeah, set an alarm for 2 p.m. Okay, yeah, so Google has detected this and it's all already on. So I had to do nothing, just saying go here. Maybe we can do it again. Set an alarm for 2 p.m. Okay, so again you see it's usually pretty reliable. So you set a time for 10 minutes, but sometimes of course when you're in office space or in a bus, so you can't do that. So then you go to your mini launcher and set your alarm like here. So it works pretty well. The only thing what you don't have is like you can't set you can't inactivate an alarm. That's a little bit annoying, but apart from that it's not bad. What it's also not so good is it has, the settings are a little bit confusing. Most of the settings are, now it doesn't do anything. The settings are actually here on the right side. I mean, you have to pull down, go 2 times on the right side, and then you have these settings. You can go through all these settings with the brightness and gestures, Wi-Fi. Yes, Wi-Fi is also available. It's not in the original firmware, but if you upgrade, yeah, you have, it takes some time till you upgrade. You have to 20 times restart about, or at least I had to do this. So now I came up with the latest Android Wear, and it has Wi-Fi included, so you don't have to connect to your mobile phone, and you can access all the other things. You have even a browser So I have to go back to camera. So yeah, there's a lot of things, but the annoying thing is, like, when you what you have to do when you want to go to sleep. So I go here, that's a whole list of things which I have to do. So I put this on the airplane mode here. Okay, I put it in airplane mode because I don't want to have this radiation and those things. And then what I do is also I change the watch face to a darker watch face, that it's not so bright in the night. And what I also do is, like, I use the theater mode. That's a good thing. It's a good, nice feature. So that prevents the watch from being woke up. Yeah, it doesn't wake up when you move. So you have still the passive screen, but it doesn't wake up. And also when you tap it, it doesn't work, it doesn't wake up. You have to push the button. So that's it, what I use usually during the night. The bad thing is you can't, like, the sleep detection, there's a sleep detection, like if you see the apps, you can use the, I have to search for it, can't remember. Here, the sleep tracking. Yeah, so it says just starting. And if you are okay, yeah, you have seen, so it was starting the app on the mobile phone as well. So yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it works as long as you're connected, but if you're not connected anymore, it doesn't really work. It's no standalone feature. That's not so good. I'm not really convinced. There are not so many standalone functions. For most of the functions, you have to be connected to your mobile phone. So, but I mean, you can it's just Bluetooth. It's not like Wi-Fi. It's not so much radiation, and it doesn't cost a lot of battery power. It doesn't consume a lot of battery. I mean, it will still last for the whole day, but I mean, it's some radiation. If we are concerned about this, I don't know. So yeah, but I've been working with it. I had no problems so far. So yeah, yeah. So you have many apps you can work with. As you see, you have a browser. You have all these fitness things. The fitness tracker also shows a map. I don't know if it yeah, you have the history. And one time when I have recorded it, I was able to see the map as far as I can remember, but now when I go in, I can't see it. So, but at least you can really record your walking, running, and everything, and it will be very accurate on your phone. It will be synced with all the other trackers which you have, like if you're using like a full Android watch additionally, or other things, or sometimes your mobile phone, then it will be matched all into your account, Google Fit account. So you have at the end you will have everything here, and the GPS is really good. The GPS is really accurate. So okay, you have the microphone, which is really good, but you have no speaker. That's a little bit the disadvantage of this watch. You have no speaker. That means you're not able to take phone calls really on the watch. You see the calls coming, you can accept or reject. You can't talk to other people on your watch, so you have to go you have to switch to your mobile phone. That's a little bit the thing. So I would actually like to have a speaker, but I mean, it was some kind of trade-off to make the watch waterproof. It's IP68 certified. That's a good thing. So it's actually waterproof. Yeah, you see, you have this band. You can also replace this band. I think it should work quite easy. I never tried. but it should be possible to exchange the band. Here you see you have the charger. That's also yeah, good or bad thing. The good thing, it's a standard micro USB. The bad thing, it needs yeah, some experience. It's not so easy. You just, I hope I can show it to you. Of course, you have to be careful that you don't click on your screen and do something. So I put it in theater mode usually, and then you open this with your fingernail here. You grab it like this, and then you pull. Yeah, I hope you can show it better. Then I pull it out a little bit. You can feel like a click, and then you can rotate it a little bit, but it doesn't stay in place. You have to really hold. Now the camera is gone. So okay, I hold it in place with my thumb, and with the other hand now I'm able to put this micro USB easily. So yeah, after some time you get used to it, and then it's not so much of a problem anymore. So okay, yeah, and it has a really firm hold, so it doesn't fall out. I mean, when you're doing this like somewhere in your car, or so it doesn't yeah, it doesn't drop out. It's really it has a really firm hold, almost too firm. It needs a little bit of pressure to put it fully in. So yeah, okay, that's it. And you of course have to be sure that you put the seal back in place properly to yeah, to have this IP68, because otherwise if you leave it open, it won't guarantee. If you have water in your watch, probably Sony won't be responsible for that, so you will have a problems. And I've seen many people complaining about going into the pool with the watch, or even swim into the ocean and then having water into the watch. So yeah, as long as you keep the seal tight, it should be okay. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend too much swimming with the watch, because once I really had it, I thought the seal is in place, and it was not. So maybe just for because of some fitness activity or something like that. Yeah, okay. And what it also not has is a SIM card. It has no possibility. You have no possibility to put in a SIM card. But yeah, of course. I mean, when you have no speaker, it doesn't make any sense to make phone calls. Of course. So it's not a replacement for your mobile phone. Yeah, now I have to wake it up with the button, or I used it too much, I don't know. So yeah, let's go again to these features. The audio recorder, the audio recorder is a really good feature as well, so that helps, and it can be synchronized with your mobile phone, all the recordings. Flashlight is a good thing, but I mean, actually it just makes a bright screen. There's no LED or something like this, but it helps during the night. It's okay, it's enough. So yeah, and as you see, it has some kind of stack. It always uses the last app which you were using will be on top. That's a good thing here. So I've been showing you the most of the things. I mean, glimpse, that's very easy. Yeah, other important things, not so much. You can record a track. Yeah, the weather I've been already showing. You can play music, but of course you start it from your you start the music then on your mobile phone. And the Skype, you can yeah, of course you can't read, you can't listen, but you can type. Spotify, yes, record some audio. Stopwatch, task manager. If you think that one task is consuming too much power, you can kill a task, but most of the things are extra apps which I have been installing afterwards. And yeah, that's it. So for the moment, so it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's not a top-notch watch. I mean, it's not comparable to maybe a $400 watch, but it provides a really like a decent, a very, very, very decent value for the price at least when you get it for around $100. It's waterproof, it's nice, it has really a stable build, it's very fast, it has a lot of storage, nice GPS. Yeah, the only thing is the screen. It is not like Gorilla Glass. You have to protect it with a screen protector, but it's very easy to apply. I used one from Amazon. It's $6. It was really easy to put it on because when it's waterproof. Then you can use this spray. You can put it on, like a little bit, adjust it, and then use it's called like a squeezy or something like this, and remove the bubbles easily. So it was really no problem. And yeah, I just had to had it. I had to dry the whole thing. So inside and outside, it needs like overnight or something like that to fully dry, because first it's some kind of dull, you can't see the screen really good, you think, oh, I messed it up, but it's not, no problem. You just leave it overnight and it dries inside outside, and then it's really like before, you can't see a difference. And now it has a good protection. So the sleep tracking is still going on. I will have to stop that. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, just write it, or yeah, so I would be happy to answer any questions as far as I'm able to find out. So I'm really happy with it. I use it every day, almost 24 hours except in the shower. I can really recommend it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.